welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And guys, guess what, baby? Listen when I tell you. Go to Instagram, follow me at Miss Serenity Smith Babies, and make sure you click the follow. Also, I just started a new broadcast channel that's for everybody. You can join that for free. So stay in the loop, ask me any questions on there. And then I have my subscriber, which will have like, it's the chatterbox like type thing. So I have that as you can be, get exclusive content as far as what I'm doing, my day-to-day crazies, my commentary on new kits that's coming out, stuff like that. I will do occasionally, sometime I will go live there. That's not one of the perks, but I do plan on going live there. Actually, I'm going live tonight at around between 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere around that time. Tonight, I'm actually going live on my subscriber tab. That one you do have to pay $4.99 to join. It's so much on Instagram right now. I'm just experimenting and exploring. I had made videos for it, but I have to make videos with my phone so that I can upload, because the subscriber part, when you look from your desktop, you can't see that. So I don't know, maybe Instagram will eventually get that worked out, because that kind of sucks in a way, because I don't like showing my work if it's not gonna look like it look in person. If I don't want showing my work looking worse than what it looks in person. Like, okay, we already got our own flaws and imperfections as it is. I don't need the camera add no extras. So so you guys know I have Jasmine here, and I know you guys are probably like, why does she keep showing us this blank baby? So I brought her on today simply because I just wanted to have a reason to sit here and hold her, and that's the truth. And the other thing is, I just want to confess to you guys, I feel so silly a little bit because this is the first time that I have like been so crazy about a kid in a long time. I'm gonna say that, in a long time. I get very excited when I get new babies and new kids. That's no secret. But I just want to keep picking her up and stuff. So I have my my kit on the table that I've never finished painting, and I'm trying to motivate myself to go ahead and finish painting him so I can, you know, stop storing him and go ahead and get him free, you know, get some space freed up, so that I have some other kits that I want to, you know, add. The prototype Emmy will be on the way eventually soon, hopefully. And I want to be able to have, you know, space. I can always make space, but I really need to try to finish up projects. That's why I went ahead and finished up my my kit that I had been dragging my feet on for so long. And I was like, you know what, I need to go ahead and finish her painting. I don't want to rush my kit though, so I will not touch him unless I'm really feeling it. So, but I am gonna go ahead and like get him to an even tone, and then decide from there how far I go. But I can't stop, you know, picking her up and stuff. So I don't, and then I'm still torn on my vision for her, but I think I got it. So she probably won't be anywhere near the skin tone of the last baby, but we never know. We never know. It just always depends. I like to just paint until I start to feel like they look real. And I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for sharing this with you guys, but I probably should have asked first. So I'm gonna put this in here and maybe I'll edit it out. I don't know. But it's not a big deal. It's just that, you know, sometimes you mention stuff and then everybody go run into the artist or the sculptor and asking for it, and maybe it's not something that they're actually just doing. But this particular one, I don't know if you guys noticed, but she is she's a really soft blend, but she's also like, she has like the marshmallow consistency with the like kind of like the slower rise type thing. Not all the way, but right there. And I almost want to say it's actually the same. I think when as she gets painted, I'm gonna really be able to see it. But the seaming on her was so beautifully done. Like, you can't even, I was looking at her and I wrote I wrote Kathy and I was like, her seaming is beautiful. Like, I can't even see like where she had seaming done. So it's just amazing. And that's another thing, like, a lot of people don't realize, like, when you get your blank kits and you send it to your artists do a lot of little behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't really realize. You know, these babies are hand sculpted, they are hand painted. So when these sculptors put in all that work, and it's a lot of work, let me tell you, I've been watching. This is the first time I think I've really been able to really like be this involved in watching the process of sculpting. And watching Jennifer sculpt Emmy from a head to doing the whole body, it's been a lot of work. Even with her, with, you know, everything, it's so in depth. And I didn't really realize, I knew it was a lot of work, but I didn't realize it was that much work. And then then you got them sculpt to fit the molding process. So you got to know, if you sculpt it this way, that when you mold, it's going to make it fall that way or this way. And the silicone, I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be too much for me. So anyway, so once that happens, and then they get them sculpted, and they get them, then they do the molding, and then they do the pouring, and then when they pull them out the mold, sometimes, you know, they have little repairs that they might have to make. Sometimes, you know, the finger might come off or something. They got to put it back on, or I mean, that's drastic, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes, you know, something, they get a little tear, or they get a little something, a little nick or something, and they have to repair it. And some of those repairs you never will see or know that it ever happened or existed. And then every now and then there's a little something that might show, like maybe you'll see a little bit of discoloration in where the seaming happened, or, you know, maybe you might see a little nick here, or a little bit of a split or something like that. When I got my Kent, the navel part, it had a split on it, but it's, you know, easily can be overlooked. And so, but when you get them, you just kind of, the artist just fills it in, or, you know, and you never see it, you know. There's been times where I've gotten other kits, and like they have something, a little slit, like in the elbow or something like that. But through the painting process, you know, we catch those things. We you know, do an easy fix. Sometimes just with simple painting we'll fix it. Sometimes you do a little repair before you get started. So there's a lot that goes into it on both ends. So, you know, and that's why I say we need to give grace to, as artists, to the sculptors, and the sculptors need to give grace to the artists, because we need each other to work together to create magic for the collectors, myself and other collectors. But it's a lot that goes into them. So when you look at them and you say, oh, this cost this much, or that cost that much, that's too much. Maybe if you kind of knew the process and stuff, and even if I tell you the process is not the same as going through it, that just really, when you actually experience it, because I tell you what, before I started painting silicone, I was very critical of some silicone artists, and some I do feel like they just are very, you know, they don't take their time. They're not trying to finesse it, because, you know, they got their following and they're like, they're buying it like this, so what the hell, like they're not really caring as much. And but there are others that really put their all in it and still, you know, fall short. And so You know, even I know for me, I can work so hard on a baby, like work day in, day out, sleepless nights, everything, and then I make one little careless mistake on that baby and I can't take it back, and then it's like I'm not finna erase all the work that I put in just for this one little flaw, like, you know, type thing, or discrepancy, or, you know, it's art. That's like, I've seen sculpts where you can literally like see the sculptor where their finger was in it and they didn't sand it out good, and you can see the print in it. And to me, I mean, not saying that you should just be putting your finger in it just on purpose or nothing, like, but when I see that, it, to me, it actually just seems even more beautiful knowing that, hey, this is literally hand sculpted, and this is art. You know, I don't know, I'm just weird. But so anyway, I don't know, I think, you know, my appreciation for sculptors just, you know, really went up, especially with this whole silicone process, because they're not done once they finish sculpting. Like when you send it to the factory, and the factory mass produce like vinyl kits, they smooth out everything for them, they, you know, they do the hard work. But when you doing it in silicone, these silicone sculptors, they have to do the hard work themselves. They're doing it all by themselves, and so that's different. I love the way her little back wrinkle. I hope when she gets painted, it still wrinkles the same. Because it do change. Like, see, her little, I don't know if you guys can see, like her little, the way her little back wrinkles. I love it. And it's like with no effort. Like I'm not even like pulling her hard or anything like that. That's another thing, guys. Like if you have a really soft baby sometime and they get like an impression in them or something, an indent, if you like kind of like massage it or rub it, a lot of times you can kind of, sometimes you can kind of rub it out. I'm not saying be rubbing all rough, y'all, because y'all be taking stuff too far. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all get past stuck on the bubble gum. But yeah. So, yep. So, even though she has armatures, and I just love that. I keep saying that. Even though she has these armatures in her arms and her legs. Now, her armatures in her arms and her legs are more rigid than the prototype. The prototype had more dangle. Like, I could pick the prototype baby up, which is now my, and her little legs would still be like really dangling. This one is not going to dangle because she has stronger armatures in her, but because her body is so soft, like in the core and stuff, you see that? Like, she like really, so because of that, she still feels so cuddly and floppy type thing. So it's nice because sometimes the armatures do make them very, very rigid. But I love that. I love that for her, and I love that for me. I think I'm gonna name her, like, I love the name Jasmine, but I've been calling her Jasmina. So I think I'm gonna name her Jasmine Jasmina. She's gonna be Jasmina. So Jazzy Jazz. And I have a friend in the community named Jasmine, so I like that. But yeah, she's definitely marshmallow. When I look at her, when I do that, because it's like leaving my finger imprint, and then it rises and clears up. So yeah, she's marshmallow. So sweet. So yeah, I love it. So yeah, you're gonna I'm just waiting on Emmy to get here. Like, I don't want to say hurry up, Jennifer, but I want to say hurry up, Jennifer. But there is lots of other sculpts out here that I've been looking at. I've been trying to see, you know, who have like the available blanks, and I've been pricing them and stuff like that. Once I get to where I can buy another blank, I'll buy another blank. I am going to try to get caught up on what I have here first. And so, but yeah, I'll be sharing all that stuff as I go, and I'll be like kind of sharing like exactly what I'm working on my subscription. So those that may be waiting for me to paint a particular kit or whatever, you'll know if you're in the subscription when that one is actually on the table. I'm doing something that I don't normally do with one of the babies. I'm painting the demi cuddle head, but I'm actually going to show like the progression in the membership. A subscription. Because here they call it a membership, there they call it a subscription. So I have to, you know, make sure I'm using the right words and terms and stuff. So anyway, I think with this sculpt, I like when her head is leaned more like this way. When she leans back, because her silicone is soft, her mouth kind of opens. So I like when her mouth is actually closed and she's leaning down like that. I just feel like she's just the sweetest little baby. So anyway, so hopefully I'll get my Kent finished, which is going to be Zendaya, because I kept that name. So hopefully I can finish working on Zendaya, and he's a petite baby, but he's long. So, but maybe I can get him, once I get him finished, Jasmine will take his spot. And I usually don't recommend you playing with your blanks, but I'm not going to put her in a container. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to leave her out. And it's something I don't normally do, but I'm going to keep her with her little white blanket. I'm not going to dress her though. I'm just going to keep her in just, you know, she'll wear a hat, like a little hospital hat, and that's about the most, but that's it. And then when she's ready, I'll give her a good bath, and then she'll become so sticky I won't be able to do nothing but paint her. So I don't know. Let's see. But all right, I think that is all that I have to say. I really want to ask a artist to paint my Lottie for me so bad, but I know she's going to tell me no anyway, so I haven't reached out. But I just don't feel like painting that one. I want somebody else to do it. So I'm going to ask a couple artists, like, are they going to be painting Lottie? That's my way of saying, please paint it so I can just buy it and not have to paint it myself. I want that sculpt so bad in my collection, and I want her fully painted and rooted and all that and stuff. But if I have to pull out that little raggedy table and my little paints, I guess that's what I'll do. You know what? I may actually do that this weekend. Maybe I'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, maybe I will. And maybe I'll turn on my camera and just do a little bit of live painting on Instagram. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, this is, I know I've been talking about different kits and stuff, but this is Jasmine. Her kit starts at $980 plus shipping. And then, you know, if you want to add leg armatures, that's an additional cost. I forgot what the price is, but it's not that much. And then if you want to add the arm armatures, that's a different price. And then if you want the mouth open, I think it's like 25 bucks to get the mouth open, which I recommend if you're not comfortable opening mouths. just pay the little $25 and get it open. But if not, if you can open it yourself, some of you guys are fancy, y'all open, y'all put tongues in, all that good stuff, so then go for it. Some people selling tongues separate now too, so I got a little piece of hair on her. Oh, that's like an eyelash. Okay, so yeah, and you can go to silicone studio the number 2.com and get this one. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.